Morning everyone, week 24 from McManus Real Estate Update, and we're going to move through a couple of things, and I'm just seeing my head's been, that's better. May have had some help from a dog of mine. Yes, moving right on, week 24, we've got 2 weeks to the end of the financial year, and we're trying to get through a number of deals that want dates in the 24-25 financial year. So have been a wee bit slow with social media, have to say that, and will be for the next 2 weeks, only because we've got so much to process at the moment. We've got buyer inquiries, buyer requests. We're out there hunting for some stock units, and they're specific, especially when you're talking about portfolios. You're adding to portfolios that people have certain requests, like certain things, motels, lodges, motor inns, motor lodges. So yeah, if you just have to be out there and talking to people on the road, and that's what we're doing. So we're trying to get through as much as we can before July 1. That's probably what I'm saying. And the backlog from our last road trip, we still have some 29 appraisals sitting out there. So that doesn't include the ones we've done since. So we are absolutely running. And in saying that, well, we have, do I say that a lot in saying that? We have had quite a review with business coaches. We have 2 major business coaches, and then a sort of third coach that is more, not so much real estate, more accounting. Could have one of those. So we are changing. You've probably noticed we've got our website being redesigned, rebuilt, trialed. It's been trialed about 4 times now, still not working. So to how we want for 25-26. So we're taking a bit of time out with that. It's been up and down for the last 3 months, and until we get it right, we'll keep pursuing that. So we are going in new directions, and probably new old directions in a way, and that's pretty exciting. We did get pulled around a wee bit in the marketplace. We were busy in certain ones. Off-market sales were very strong. Also our buyer client servicing was very strong as well. So we spent a lot of time in the last 12 months sourcing and then selling product, which I haven't really done that for about 5 years. So really concentrated on auctions, and in actual fact our auction market was only probably about 5% of our overall market. So quite a change, and with those changes you must move. And part of that is as I look at our, this is our marketing plans, marketing guidelines, because we don't always go exactly to our plans. We do change them, but bringing that in, and I've mentioned it a couple of times I think in the last couple of months, where we are changing our marketing strategies. We're finding that we have to do more for the same. So in doing that, it has been a refocus of who and what we can service. And having cleaned up the books a little bit, we are looking at, there won't be any more budget campaigns. Unfortunately, we are getting buyers, but they're right on the nose. And I don't know that doing a $3,000 campaign in 2025, which we were doing $3,000 campaigns in 1986 for $50,000 to $70,000 houses. So doing $3,000 campaigns on $1 million businesses, it really doesn't show commitment to the process. And possibly we're not going to be involved, so we'll let you go to other agents that will take on your listing and not have that finite date. They'll give you the service that that they can, and eventually you may sell them. And I think a lot of them are averaging about 24 months, 18, 24 months days on market. So we're really going back to our core business, which is we'll carry on working with the buyers, sourcing off-market product, big market. We're also being pulled back into that resort style negotiations, which, you know, obviously that's a little bit more technical, takes a lot longer. So we'll be doing a lot more of that. I can see just by our leads and calls and appraisals. But we won't be offering the bottom end, and I've tried to hold on to it, but we won't be offering auctions, budget auctions to the bottom end of the market anymore. So entry level, I'm just looking at my plans here, sorry if I'm gazing away from the camera, but plan 1 up to $1 million in value, so that'll really starting at $1 million, and the campaigns, the lowest we can do, including just, would be about 6,700, 6,776 to be precise, to about $8,694. That's plan 1. Plan 2 will be 9,453 to 22,983, and plan 3, remotely located properties or special properties, something different. And of course it comes back to your what you're going to see or realise, $15,778 to $32,736. So they are the plans, they are the marketing campaigns that have been tried and tested. The silver, gold and platinum and websites and banners and venue upgrades, Google ads and YouTube will be looking at even increasing from the campaigns we have, our stock campaigns. So I think it's important that if you're coming to the market, you have a serious plan in place. To get a premium, you must be height of mind awareness or top of mind awareness, whichever one you want to go down. And you'll notice that we're sitting around 10 million views on Google. It's going up as we increase our marketing and the quality of our marketing. So we know we can deliver. We're going to deliver much better product even in 25-26, thanks to our American trainers and associates. And that's just moving forward. You've got to be in front we are looking at now auctions that we believe will sell in the 28-day period. Obviously, the motivation, there's got to be a reason for you to be selling, and that's something that's important, that if we're committing all these resources to selling your property, that you listen to the market. And the first auction, I have been doing a number of auctions for a number of properties that failed to realise the vendor's expectation, and unfortunately that first auction, time and time again, is the best result. We go back to auction and all we're doing is trying to attract a new buyer at a new level, whereas what we're finding is that we're attracting a new buyer, but they are at or below what that first auction result. And that's changing everything. It's a learning curve for us too. That wasn't always the case, but that's what we've found. That's a trend. So it's a matter of spending a little bit more time even in the auction. We're now going to one auction every half hour in rooms, and rooms are online, so that if need be we get reserve adjustments. We have an awesome reserve form. We won't be accepting, it has 3 levels, and we won't be accepting high reserves. We'll actually we'll be having a little bit more input into the reserve setting system, and I think that's important, because at the end of the day, a lot of the time a successful auction is only stopped by an unrealistic reserve, and the market sets that. I or we, as an agent or agents, or as an industry, we go out and we try and we're on commission, we try and get you the highest possible price, but we also, at the end of the day, get you unconditional buyers. So it's a matter of a really good hard discussion about reserve setting and coming back and setting high reserves. That just wastes my time, it wastes your time, it wastes my resources and your resources. You know, you've invested in these campaigns. So yeah, we've gone back. I've had my coaches have had some hard conversations with me, and that's what they're paid to do. And at the end of the day, we're looking at selling properties and people moving on with their lives. So you can set a high reserve above what the market is saying, and it, regardless of my appraisal or another agent's appraisal or whatever's gone on in the past, you know, you've invested in your property, you've spent X amount of dollars on deferred maintenance or improvements, your bottom line's increased, but the market will come back. It's no different to the stock market at the moment. Sheep is selling 385 to, I see there was a record $507 for a sheep. So sheep prices are high. That happens in our industry. Motels especially, hotels, but also there's the lows. So, and then it's just fair market value, willing seller, willing buyer. So what I'm saying is that 25, 26 is going to be a great year, a great financial year. It is a lot of inquiry, buyers. As I said, I've got buyers, and a great deal of our business in the last 12 months was out there sourcing properties, and that's off-market sales, and that's just part and parcel of what we do. This coming year, the auctions will be, I think the numbers will be down. I think they'll be strong. I think clearance rates will rise because of the more selective nature of the auctions going through. So where we may have been doing 5 or 10 a month, we'll be doing 2s or 3s, but they'll be well priced, realistic, and the reserves coming through, because we're going to be spending more and more time on those reserves. We're going to be we're going to have realistic expectations, which is good. So moving. Eventually, we're hoping for about the first, let's hope by the 5th of July, the website will be up and running. You're going to see a new aspect to our business, which I'm pretty excited about. It's going to be on the website, it's going to be on the socials, an area we haven't been in before. So yeah, pretty excited about that. We're also going back to some old markets, and it's going to be a great 25-26. Once again, come into the market, get those, keep banking the cash in. If you're not drawing a salary, draw a salary, all those things, so that the buyers can actually see the business in operation on paper. Banks need to see that, so that's all good. So we are out appraising. If you are looking at coming to the market, certainly give us a call. If you're not coming to the market for the next 6 or 12 months, probably don't call us at the moment. We're too busy. Call us closer to the time, 3 months out. Certainly go over our old YouTube videos for some things you should be doing to little improvements, tidying up the place, your stock management, cash management, all those sorts of things. They're in the old videos. But yeah, if you're coming to the market in the next 30 days, give us a bell. If it's 2 or 3 months, probably don't include us until you really want to, because we'll bring you to the market immediately, and then we'll make sure that your solicitor and accountant have got everything in place for the auction, and we're going to be hammering stuff down. That's our goal for 25-26. We're going to go back to a concentration of hammering stock down, getting it sold and settled so that you guys can move on, get the new buyers in, and that fresh and vibrant energy into these businesses, so that they can rejuvenate. Have a wonderful week 24, week 25 and 26 are gonna be hectic. So this video may be late. It won't be never, but it may be late. Certainly just the way we're trying to get deals together, contracts exchanged, so the date of the contract is 24-25 financial year. Have a wonderful week out there, everybody, and give us a call, 040-297-0217, Brian at McManus.com, and let's get your properties on the market and sold. Or if you're a buyer and you've got your finance in order, give us a bell and we'll source you that special property. Thanks very much, and hope to talk to you this week.